Saucy, we're gonna make a spring risotto. So to start risotto, we are going to take our butter, put it in a pan, make sure my pan's on. About medium heat, let that butter melt. Usually you would put onion. We're gonna use leek instead of onion today. Once that butter is melted, we'll pour the risotto in. We wanna let that toast a little bit in the butter before we start adding our liquid. As we add our liquid, it is important that your liquid is heated. What happens if your liquid's cold is your arborio rice starts to absorb the liquid, and then it stops cooking when you put cold liquid back in because you gotta wait for the liquid to get hot again for the rice to absorb it. So you always wanna make sure that you're adding warm chicken stock or whatever broth you're wanting to add to your risotto to give it flavor. You always wanna make sure that that is warm. We're also gonna add some asparagus and peas because it's spring. And this, again, just like our gnocchi, you can do pretty much in one pot. I know we're using the boiling water to blanch the asparagus and the peas, and in the other one, we cook the gnocchi, but really it's kind of like a one-pot dish because we mix everything together in one pan to finish. So we'll let those leeks soften. That butter is getting melted. Let's toss in our arborio rice, which is the traditional rice in Italy they use to make risotto. Now, there are brands out there you can buy that's like an instant risotto where you bring the water to a boil, you throw your rice in, you cover it, and like in 10 or 15 minutes it's done. I don't mind those, but I think that really if you want to make a true Italian risotto, you want to make sure that you do it from scratch and you do it this way. So the reason that you have to stir the risotto constantly is because rice is starchy. So think about making white rice. You put it in water, you let it boil, or you let it, and then you let the rice absorb that water and you don't stir it, right? Because if you stir it, it gets sticky. With this dish, you want to stir it because you want to pull the starch out of the rice, and that's what gives it its creamy texture. So now that we have that toasted, we are going to deglaze with some wine. And let that wine kind of cook down. One, you're cooking out the alcohol and you're just imparting the flavors of the wine into the risotto. And second, you want that rice to start absorbing the liquid. So once you see that it's kind of all absorbed, then you can start adding your broth, probably about a cup at a time. And you're just going to continue to slowly stir while that arborio rice absorbs that liquid. So you do have to have a little bit of patience. If you can see your TV while you're doing this, you know, you can watch a little news or reality TV while you're stirring your risotto, or TikTok if you're into that. And while we're doing this, if you can, I've got boiling water over here, our asparagus and peas. Can you see how that rice is coming together and it's absorbing that liquid? So when that liquid is just about almost absorbed, we'll add more broth. To finish, we're just gonna add a little lemon zest, lemon juice. We'll add our vegetables, and then just to add a little bit more creaminess, I'm gonna put a dollop of mascarpone in here too. We've got our risotto. Risotto should be cooked al dente. Some people like it a little softer, but what al dente means is to the tooth. So it's cooked, it's creamy, but it has a little bite to it, little tooth. I'm gonna put some pecorino on here. Again, you can eat it as is, or you can add a beautiful slice of grilled chicken. If you want this recipe and the gnocchi recipe, please go to jenniferbasil.com and make sure to follow me on social media. Ciao.